Every driver has a story, what they're made of, how they got here, and they all have a common goal: to win the championship. This is Rick Allen for NBC Sports, and in order to live that dream, NASCAR's biggest and brightest stars are going to have to earn their Darlington stripe at the track many call Too Tough to Tame.
Welcome back to NASCAR Heat Evolution Career Mode, and today we're here at Darlington Raceway for the running of the Bojangles Southern 500. I wish I could give you guys a throwback paint scheme, but unfortunately the game doesn't allow you to change schemes. They do change schemes when you change main sponsors, but they don't allow you to customize paint schemes for your own car, and so that's why you don't see retro paint schemes on my machine. Some other drivers are having retro paint schemes. You saw David Reagan having the I'm a Pepper paint scheme. But they only have the one Darlington paint scheme, so everyone didn't get their own retro paint scheme. But hopefully in the future there'll be a more DLC to have every driver with a Darlington paint scheme be released into the game. And I can't wait for that. I already did a video on every driver's Darlington paint scheme. I raced with every Darlington paint scheme they released, and I know I'm saying paint scheme a lot, but yeah, you get the point. I used every driver's car from Darlington and different tracks to see what it's like, and even one race at Darlington, Dale Jr. looks like a little bump there from Leah Walker, but able to save it. And now Leah's running 13th, so she's having a great start right now to the weekend. And by the way, this will be the next to last race before the chase. The next race will be Richmond, and that'll determine which drivers will get into the chase. And the field is pretty interesting, so to speak. And I'll show you who's in the chase at the end of this race. Now Leah Walker makes her way to the top 10, so very rare top 10 opportunity for the team, and it's real nice. Even though they have 2 wins, though, top 10s are pretty rare other than those 2 victories, and the occasional top 5s and top 10s. So Leah Walker is just trying to gain ground on the other drivers, and they've already pulled away, like just 4 laps in, and already they've started to pull away from everybody else, which is weird. Yeah, I don't think even Darlington allows you to do that in real life, but well, the logic it's always wacky. The logic is always wacky in anything, so I guess we'll have to take it as is. But now 22 laps to go, running 8th place right now. Going to try to gain up on Martin Truex Jr., who's running 7th. Truex, by the way, is the real winner from Darlington. And now we battle with Carl Edwards. He has that cool paint scheme honoring Tony Stewart. And a correction I had to make in one of my races. The Kyle Busch paint scheme I did was a tribute to Dale Jarrett, not Bobby Labonte. Someone pointed me that out on Twitter. I do have Twitter. If you, the link will be in the description where you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook. But somebody pointed out on Twitter that the paint scheme Kyle Busch was running was a tribute to Dale Jarrett in the Daytona 500, his win in 1993, I think. Wow, I'm just not that great with NASCAR history right now, but I do know it's Dale Jarrett's scheme and not Bobby Labonte's scheme. But the 18 Interstate Batteries color reminded me of Labonte because I grew up when Bobby Labonte was driving that 18 of Joe Gibbs Racing. And it was a little too early for me. I was not born when Dale Jarrett won the Daytona 500, so yeah, I didn't grow up with that. And oh man, they're earning their Darlington stripes from Leah, and she's dropped down to 9th place. But if she could still hang on, it's still a good top 10 finish, though. Really phenomenal for the team, who doesn't really have a lot to, as much as upgrades, as much as speed, as other drivers. So less than 20 laps to go. Running in 8th position, Austin Dillon 7th, Jimmy Johnson 6th, and now Carl Edwards wants revenge. There's Chase Elliott running in the top 10. Oh my goodness, this race is just frustrating to shake off. And Leah's just struggling to get her foot on the ground. Now 9th place, and Chase Elliott trying to get in the top 10. Oh boy. This has just not been an easy race for Leah Walker, even though she's been running in the top 10. Oh, a little too hard there. A little too hard on the wall, and now Chase Elliott has just gone away. Wow, Brad Kay got forced up in the wall there, but he's able to stay alive, and now Leah Walker is just trying to fight to stay in the top 10 right now. It's really hard to fight to stay in the top 10 here at Darlington, but still, you gotta really work your way up to the to get this great finishes here at Darlington. Darlington's one of the toughest tracks in the circuit, and now Brad Kay doesn't want to give up. So this is going to be an interesting battle with her and Brad Kay, and now more drivers in the wall. I'm predicting they're going to wreck soon. Oh no! Now they got through, and Harvick just snuck right by us. So now we're out of the top 10. We're going to have to pit within the next couple laps anyway, but still, though, it's just frustrating. Brad Kay didn't give up, and he got that 10th, 11th position. So now he's going to try to get in the top 10 over Kevin Harvick. It's just been a pretty tough day for Leah. It was off to a good start at first, and then it just fell off. I mean, fell off, 12th. Now 13th as Dale Jr. goes by. Paul Menard wants to go by, and oh boy, more drivers in the wall. And things are not looking too good for Leah. Trying to get up to the 12th spot. She does. She got it. And nice job for Leah Walker. Oh boy, Dale Jr. wants to fight back. And that is going to be a big battle now. And oh boy, she is fighting back, fighting hard. And now running in the 12th position, and now now they're pulling away, and now she's pulling away over everybody, and they're pulling away in the front as well. But now 12th place, Leah Walker trying to gain ground, and now she's going to come down pit road. She's decided to come down a little early because things are just crazy here today, and now she's going to come down pit road earlier than everybody else, because that's probably going to be one of her new strategies. And everyone's just been beating and banging around her, so now it's a big deal. And the wedge is going to be a little lower because yeah, it just was tight on the turns. It just felt a little too tight. We're going to reduce the tape a little bit as well, so yeah, we're going to do that. And let's come down pit road. There she goes. Gonna have those 4 tires and fuel. Excuse me. Anyway, now they got the 2 tires in. They're gonna get another 2 in. And she should be off within the next couple. And now she's off. So she's come off pit road. And she's gonna be 39th. One other car, by the way, is out of the race. Ryan Blaney's out. And he got 3rd place at Michigan last time. Very lucky finish for him because, well, he didn't do so great here today. And we do get a chance to see a couple more drivers sporting retro paint schemes. We saw Trevor Bayne, Eric Amarola, and now we get probably Chris Buescher. He has his own paint scheme, I know. But again, he's like many drivers. Unfortunately, didn't have their paint schemes released yet for NASCAR Evolution, but I think they will have the rest of the paint schemes up soon, hopefully, in the future. Now, well, Leah Walker's 39, so there's nothing she could do but other than gain some ground on the drivers. Eric Jones is 29th. Jones is running 29th. And now she's going to try to gain up on Matt DiBenedetto and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Both of them have retro paint schemes. And like Brian Scott is like the only driver in the game without a retro paint scheme that's a real driver. And I know for a fact that, yeah. So I'm not sure why they didn't give Brian Scott a retro paint scheme. They gave Amarola a retro paint scheme, but not Brian Scott. So he doesn't get any love here at Darlington, apparently. I would have probably gone with a Kyle Petty throwback 44 with Hot Wheels. That would have been the main paint scheme for that. The perfect paint scheme for Darlington in the 44 team, but, well, what can you do? There's Danica Patrick running Nature's Bakery in the Brownies. Not really a retro paint scheme, but it fits Darlington's theme quite well. Casey Mears 39th, and Leah Walker is still running 38th. And now Carl Edwards dropping back, and I think he's going to have to come down pit road. And now they're all coming down pit road. They're all coming down pit road, and let's see how much Leia gains. Caution's out. Wow. The caution comes out as soon as everybody comes down pit road. How weird is that? Now she gets the free pass, and she is going to be restarting 23rd. So this changes everything. Caution comes. She gets the free pass. And now the green flag waves again. So everybody had their pit stops under caution. And now we have 6 laps to go. So I'm not sure what the caution came out for. I didn't see anybody wrecking out. But the yellow did come out. And now Leia's trying to work her way up again. Oh boy. Contact with Kane. Kane is 37th. So Kane is 37th. Oh no, she's gaining ground. Look at that. She's really starting to gain ground, but even though she'd only gained 1 position out of that, I thought I'd gain more positions in that move, but only 1 position gained, which sucks. But well, you gotta work your way up. Anyway, 19th right now for Leia. How about going for 18th against Eric Amarola? Here she comes, gonna battle it out. Gonna try to get that 18th position away. She does. Gonna gain more positions. Oh, 3-1. Oh, Logano contact. Logano had contact there, but he is able to keep his car. Oh, boy. Yeah, Leia Walker really wants to get in the top 10 in this race. 13th right now she is. Tony Stewart's 12th. Michael Annett's 11th. And now I'm not sure who's in the top 10 right now. Oh, ho, ho, wow. That is going to be very close. Tony Stewart is now 12th. Michael Annett's 11th. Oh, someone spun. Someone's in the wall. Someone's in the wall. Well, I saw one car. That's Stenhouse. He's in the wall. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got hit in the wall, and now Leia Walker is in 12th. So Leia Walker gained a position off that incident, and the 12th spot goes to Leia. Trying to hang on because he's pushing Dale Jr. into the wall. So she's running 12th so far, and she's done pretty well and pretty fast so far. But the question is, will she gain up to the top 10? Will she get to the top 10 in time? Tony Stewart's 11th. Michael Annett is running 10th, and it's unusual to see Michael Annett running 10th, but that pit strategy might have worked. So Anna getting a rare top 10 off the team. That's pretty nice. So they have underdogs running in the top 10. 2 laps to go here at Darlington. And she is gaining up on Tony Stewart. The question is, will she catch up with Michael Annett as well? Here they come. Leia Walker, 10th place. Michael Annett's closing in. Now we get to the white flag with 1 lap to go. I wonder who's going to win here at Darlington. And if that driver sports a retro paint scheme as well. Last lap. Michael Annett. Oh, man. In the wall. Saves it. Saved it. Logano's in the wall again. And now loses the spot. Now Logano and Michael Annett gonna battle it out one more time. Let's see if they can catch them both. Right now she does. It looks like she might get a top 10 finish. And she will. Top 10 for Leia Walker. Great job for the team. They did it. 10th place here at Darlington. A top 10. Nice run for Leia. Much needed top 10 for the 28 machine. And she has reached 10,520 fans. So nice job. And that's going to be a momentum booster heading into the last race before the chase at Richmond. Kyle Busch, by the way, took home the win. That's his 4th win of the season, so he's won 2 of the last 3 races. Not too bad for the 18. And I wish he had won in a retro paint scheme, but yeah, well, what can you do? He does have one. Again, he has the Dale Jarrett one, but that'll be released later this year, hopefully. Top 10 though, good job. Great top 10 all around for the team. And Kyle Busch is solidified in the chase with multiple wins. Dale Jr. doesn't have wins. He's the only driver in the top 10 in points without a win. How weird is that? But he's had 4 runner-up finishes here this season, which is just shocking. But anyway, despite Chase Elliott having the fastest lap, he came home in a second-place finish. I guess pit strategy might have ruined his race chances. So, next race is Richmond. We got some tweets. We got 10,000 fans. Nice job. Posts a sandwich photo. Dale Jr. wants us to post a sandwich photo. Wish we could do that here in real life, but we can't, unfortunately. And we picked up some new secondary sponsors. Let's show you what the sponsors are. And the money increases, and they're different values for every spot. And we do get new sponsors at starting next race and just in time for the chase. So happy to get new sponsors here today, and that's pretty nice. And now let's show you the before we show you the chase points, let's just choose wisely on which sponsors we want to run with. We can change sponsors in every race, but there are higher values for that, and you have to reach a certain goal to get that value. So we're going to think about our options carefully and use them accordingly with tracks we're good at and tracks we're not so good at. Anyway, let's show you the chase points heading into Richmond. There you see 3 drivers without a win are in the chase on points. Dale Jr., Ryan Newman, and Kyle Larson. So Truex doesn't have a win, neither does Kenseth, Stenhouse, Dinger, and Casey Mears. While he has a win, he's not top 35 in points, so he is not eligible. So that'll do it here from Darlington, and we will see you guys at our next race at Richmond.